I don't think people realize how crazy some of these echo weapons actually are. We've got weapons that double hit, stack burn damage, and restore your HP and prayer, and even give you a free special attack. This isn't just upgrades, this might completely change how you build your account in League 6. So let's go to every echo weapon and where you get them. Hello everyone, Grimley here, and welcome back to the channel. As a quick reminder of what echo bosses are, they are upgraded versions of their normal boss counterparts. You'll need an echo orb to fight them, and they're significantly harder, which means your region choices are way more important this time around. You're not just picking relics anymore, you're picking which weapons you want to build around. So starting with fall armor, which everyone has access to right away. There's a two-handed melee weapon here that hits twice every attack, the infernal tech battle. But what makes this even cooler, it actually combines the three different double hitting Nagua weapons into one. So instead of choosing between them, you get all combat styles in a single weapon. That alone is already insane. It also has bonus damage against demons and a special attack that hits 4 times in a row. And you get the strong weapon from Echo Amoxiatl. So early game, this could be ridiculously strong. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of players rush this first and build around it. So over in Asgarnia, you have the Fang of the Hound. This is a fast dagger that has a chance on every hit to trigger a fire spell, and that fire damage scales with your magic. So now you've got a melee weapon that benefits from magic scaling. You get this from Echo Cerberus, and this is where hybrid build starts to get really interesting. In the desert, we see the Drygo blowpipe come back from the previous league. You get a ranged weapon that applies stacking burn damage, so instead of big burst hits, your damage ramps up over time. It also rolls accuracy twice, so it's super consistent. Also, no charges are needed, which is actually huge. You get this by defeating the Echo Calphite Queen, and this feels like one of the best options for longer boss fights. In the Fremennik region, we got V's Helm. It's a helmet that can straight up negate damage, and when it does, you get a free special attack. And in a league where you can stack spec effects, this is going to be very strong. You get this item by defeating the Echo Dagonaut Kings, and it also acts like an imbued Slayer helmet. Now, let's talk about Kandarin, because this is where things get crazy. First, the Devil's Element is returning from last league, but it acts a little bit different this time. It is an item that makes your spells act like enemies have an elemental weakness up to 30%, even if they normally don't. So suddenly, magic becomes fireable everywhere. And then the second weapon of this region is the Shadow Flame Quadrant. This thing is ridiculous. It has infinite elemental runes, extra hits for bonus damage up to 40%, similar to the Twin Flame Staff, but can go up to surge spells, and it automatically uses the best element for your target. So you're always doing optimal damage without even thinking about it. You get this by defeating Echo Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. If you go Kandarin for magic, you might end up with one of the strongest builds in the entire league. Over in Courant, we have the Nature's Recurve, a bow that restores your HP and prayer based on the damage you deal. And it has a 50% chance to trigger. So the harder you hit, the more you heal. That is massive sustain. This feels like one of those weapons that just lets you keep going forever, especially for longer boss fights or Slayer. No potions or food needed. You get this weapon by defeating Echo Hespori. Now over in Mauritania, we got the Lytic Scepter. This is a weapon that builds stacks while you fight, up to 14, and then lets you detonate them for a massive burst of damage. This is an AoE attack and it scales the longer you stay in combat. So this weapon you get by defeating Echo Grotesque Guardians, and this seems to be really strong for Slayer or multi-target fights. Now, in Tiranwin, this one might be one of the most important items overall. We have the Crystal Blessing. It boosts melee and magic based on your crystal gear. This basically gives all melee weapons the crystal armor effect, and it also boosts magic accuracy and damage per piece of crystal armor. So now both styles scale together. You get this item by defeating Echo Hunlef, and this opens up some really strong hybrid setups, and I think this could become core for a lot of builds. And finally, in the wilderness, we have the King's Barrage, a ranged weapon that fires 2 hits, and one of them always freezes your target, even if the attack misses. So you're dealing damage and controlling the fight at the same time. That's insanely powerful in the right situation. Also, you get this extremely strong weapon by defeating Echo King Black Dragon. So when you look at all of these together, this league feels completely different. It's not just about relics anymore, it's about picking a region and committing to the weapon it gives you. Some weapons are built for burst, some for sustain, for scaling, and some for control. Which means instead of one meta, we might actually see multiple really strong and viable builds. But I'm curious, which region are you starting with and which weapon are you going for first? If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on everything coming out. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.